FilmBusters.
Hello and welcome to FilmBusters. My name is Paul.
My name is Adam.
My name is Benjamin.
Do you know what Doctor Sleep is?
Yes.
Did you know that it's under production?
I did know. Like, it's either pre or it's post or it's being filmed.
Yes, it's being filmed. Did you know this, Adam? Do you know what Doctor Sleep is?
Is he like Snow White, but like another level?
Oh boy.
No, it is the sequel to The Shining.
Really?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it's about Danny Torrance, the son,
Okay.
and apparently he's like an adult alcoholic.
Okay. Well, like his dad.
Yeah. That's all I know about it.
Stephen King wrote it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it going to be the actual kid who was in The Shining? What's his name? Fucking really famous kid actor.
I highly doubt it.
And Stanley Kubrick's coming back from the dead to do it all. Or Jack Nicholson could direct it. That would be a nice little touch.
Yeah, but it's actually being directed by Mike Flanagan, who directed
I know that name.
Gerald's Game and Hush, the two Netflix films.
Oh, he kept that quiet, didn't
right.
he?
And I can tell you right now, both of them I very much enjoyed.
I enjoyed Gerald's Game. I haven't seen Hush.
Oh, did you watch Gerald's Game?
Yeah, I did.
I thought it was quite good.
I did enjoy it. I was ready to take against it very early on.
Same.
But I really enjoyed it, actually.
Was it one of the better Netflix films?
It is,
I
actually.
think so. Did you not enjoy Hush?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. I highly recommend Hush. It's very good.
Am I right in thinking Mike Flanagan also directed Ouija 2?
Yes. I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
I saw that at a screening and Mark Commode was in the row behind me. How'd you like that?
He's your favourite person, isn't he, Mark Commode?
Yes. Nothing wrong with Mark.
How was Ouija 2?
Appalling.
Yeah, okay.
As you would expect.
Doesn't bode well.
No, but Gerald's Game good, and I think didn't he? I mean, maybe he just has a thing for trashy horror films that are also quite accessible, if you know what I mean by that.
Yeah,
because it's kind of trashy, but also it's got a good level to it, like It Follows in a way.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm quite excited about it. I'll watch it. It will
course.
it will never live up to The Shining, but it will be
of course
good.
not. Yes, defo. Jamie Lee Curtis is filming the new Halloween.
I'm so glad you mentioned this. Because I was going to bring it up if you didn't mention it, man. I'm so excited about this because this is it's like the sequel that we never got. I loved all the Halloween films,
Yeah.
kind of like the Saw films. I like them all in their own way.
But they're
And I was
throwing it
obsessed.
out. They're throwing all the sequels out.
All of it out, innit?
Yeah.
So
Is it like they never existed?
Exactly.
Did they listen to our podcast last week about shit sequels and decide to make them back?
Yes, indeed.
But they've really kept it under wraps what Michael Myers looks like. But there is one picture out there. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, it's standing.
It's
just standing on
grainy,
set, isn't
but
it?
it's kind of creepy, innit?
Yeah.
I watched a film the other day, this is a good bit of Halloween trivia, about how they got the Michael Myers mask.
I know
how they got it.
Oh yes.
William Shatner mask stretched out, spray painted white.
Yeah, and they spray painted it because they had no money to do it. I thought that was a very good little... I like those little things.
It's
Where'd you
very
find that out?
interesting.
Wikipedia, Adam?
No, I was watching a YouTube video and it was a guy who's like 10 things you didn't know in films.
I used to be so obsessed with the Halloween films, man. Like Michael Myers. Oh, I'm super excited about it.
Yeah. So it's been directed by David Gordon Green, with the only notable thing he's done is Pineapple Express.
Good film.
Really.
It is quite a good film, actually.
You just hate Seth Rogen, Ben.
Do you know what? I don't hate him as much nowadays. I don't know what's happened to me. I've kind of gone soft.
I think it's since The Room.
It might be the room. It might be.
Disaster Artist, not The Room. Disaster Artist.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever seen Halloween properly. I've seen it, but like at sleepovers and like when you were younger, kind of thing. Like, you know, when you were younger and you put on like a horror film. You know, when you put on like a horror film and like you're pissing around, like and just have something on. I think we put it on then, but I don't actually think I've ever sat down.
Mate, it is the.
But it is in my IMDb list, and I do need to get.
It's the best horror film of all time, I would say.
Is this before or after the pillow fights?
Well, after we've cleaned out the spunk.
Jesus
you had
Christ!
to take it there. This is a family affair.
Yeah, that's not, is it? My favourite horror film, I think, is The Thing. I love The Thing.
You changed your tune. I swear it used to be The Shining.
No, I'd say it's the one. Shining actually scared me for the most afterwards, but I think The Thing was my favourite actual film.
There you go, John Carpenter connection, Halloween and Thing. What's yours, Paul?
My favourite horror film?
Yeah.
Or favourite classic horror film?
Yeah, of all time.
I'd most likely pick Saw, the original.
Really?
I love it.
I mean, it's strong. I mean, it's a good call. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You're a very modern man.
I am.
Should we invite all of our followers around to a sleepover where we watch horror films?
Yes, that will be all our relatives coming round our house for a sleepover.
And the guy from Japan. Shout out for the guy in Japan.
What guy in Japan? Oh yeah, we got one listener in Japan. And one in Nairobi. Don't forget Nairobi.
Guys, we're worldwide. We're worldwide.
We're like Pitbull. We're Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
I'm too old to get that reference.
Just like Pitbull, yes.
Anyway, should we move on to the next piece of news? Ben's too excited now.
Yes. Next piece of news. Steven Spielberg. What am I going to say?
He's doing a lot of things. I swear we've mentioned Steven Spielberg in every episode so far.
I know.
He's doing something or other.
It's happening in 2019. He's going to start doing something.
Pornos.
Indiana Jones.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Crystal Skulls was awful.
What has the property just been bought by?
Disney.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're getting the Disney Indiana Jones.
It was already sanitised. Crystal Skull was so sanitised anyway.
I've been to Disneyland and there's an Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah, but Disneyland, when you go to Disneyland and they've got Jaws and Back to the Future, Disney didn't own them. It's just Disneyland
that's
Universal. Yeah, that's what. Sorry, that's what.
Yeah, but I was at Disneyland in Paris. Like Universal ain't nowhere there.
Well, it's not that Universal then, is it?
Boom. Boom. So what do you guys think?
It's dead.
Yeah, that's
is he even going to come back for it?
Yeah, he's coming back for it.
Is there nothing Harrison Ford won't come back for? Harrison Ford comes back for everything.
He's probably just trying to kill him off so that they can carry on like they do with Han Solo.
I don't think they'll kill him off.
Spoiler alert.
Retire him, maybe. Retire him.
Oh, good in reference there. Retiring Harrison Ford. Yes. You know what I mean? It's clever. It's clever.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
I don't think that's what Paul meant, but yeah.
Is it not? Oh.
No.
Oh, right. You know what I mean by retiring Harrison Ford, though? You understand?
No.
You don't understand what I mean by saying that was clever of you to say retiring Harrison Ford?
Probably something to do with Blade Runner.
Of course. What do you mean? Probably something. You've seen Blade Runner.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Well
come on,
done.
see.
Well
Jesus.
done.
The new Blade Runner comes out on Monday.
Probably because I was disappointed in that film.
Let's not do that.
Let's not go down that road.
Let's not go down that route. Next piece of news. I'm not interested in Harrison Ford.
Next trailer that we watched. Or
we're on to trailers now.
Not the next trailer we watched, but the trailer we watched.
I thought we were doing news. I thought there was 4 bits of news.
This is news. Adam.
Okay. Well, don't say trailer then and confuse everyone.
It's a news about a trailer.
Alright, go for it then.
This is a tetchy little evening, and tetchy little start to the podcast.
It is. We're on the edge. And you're going to be on the edge when you speak about this. I'm assuming, Ben.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You know me with these superhero things, man. That trailer did nothing for me but irritate me. Nothing but irritate me.
Do you like Paul? What's his name? Paul Rudd?
He kind of falls in that Seth Rogen canon where... Actually, the only reason I like Paul Rudd is because he's in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. So that is why I like him. But I mean, I know that for you boys, you would have loved this trailer so big time. I hated it.
It was alright.
Do you reckon Deadpool? Do you reckon they put in the Hello Kitty reference for Deadpool? Shout out to Scotty.
I don't even know that. What's the
Pez dispenser? It was a massive Hello Kitty thing.
What's that got to do with Deadpool? I don't know. Anyway,
Deadpool likes Hello Kitty.
Oh right.
I don't. Do you really think it's an actual reference?
It's probably not, but maybe, I don't know. They maybe just bought the rights out to Hello Kitty so they can just put in whatever films they want because they've got so much money. So
tell me how much you loved this silly trailer.
I don't know. It's a trailer. You can't really tell much. It's just a bit of fun. Like, we'll come out. It's not a trailer. It's not a trailer where I'll probably go see the film anyway. So the trailer does nothing for me. Like, it's not going to stop me going to it. If anything, I probably won't watch any more trailers. I'll watch the one. That's enough to whet the appetite. Didn't spoil anything, and we'll move on.
And you're going to part with your hard-earned money to see this.
Yeah, we're going to go see Black Panther in our next episode, Ben. So you got.
Hang on a minute, okay, Paul. I thought that you didn't like Marvel and you only like DC.
He likes everything.
No. I enjoy Marvel. It's not as good as DC though.
Yes, but it's all the same. Marvel.
No, it's not.
Not DC. I understand the difference between DC and Marvel. And if I had to pick, I would pick DC because I enjoy the DCs.
I enjoy the rapport between the characters better in DC.
Yeah, but the Marvel films are all silly, man.
Yeah,
all
but
superhero films are silly. That's the point.
No, they're not though. Yeah, but they're not, are they? Because the Christopher Nolan trilogy, they're not silly films.
Yeah, but that's like next level though. You can't compare any other superhero film to that because then you'll be disappointed with every other film ever.
But they need not make any more superhero films then.
Yeah, but they won't do that.
Tell me, what's the difference? If you've seen Iron Man, yeah, and you've seen Captain America, and you've seen Thor, and you've seen Hulk, and you've seen Hood and Black Panther and Ant-Man and Wasp Girl and Jimmy Jolly, what else is there? Well, what's the difference between any of them? Are all the heroes alive at the end? Do all the heroes save the day throughout the film by any chance?
Yeah,
of course
they do, don't they? Yeah.
That's like every film ever.
Every superhero film ever, yeah.
The post credits videos, and people who walk out the cinema before the post credit films know they should be punched in the face, because you don't go see a Marvel film and not know about the post credits.
I didn't understand a thing you just said.
I don't know where you went.
Nor did I. I did waffle a lot there, but yeah, stay for the post credits.
Look, if you're 10 and under, I'm sure you'll enjoy this film.
Listen, it was all right. The trailer was fine. It was a little bit of fun.
Paul loved the music.
film's going to be all right.
Can we talk about the other trailer now?
Let's talk about the other trailer, because I was far more interested in this other one.
I'm very interested in this film.
What's
because
it called?
if it's done right...
Tell me, what's it called?
I can't remember what it's called, actually.
I know.
Heritage.
No.
Hereditary.
That's the one.
So I knew it was something like that.
So this was very interesting. I'd never heard of this one before.
I never heard of it, and it looks very good. And it feels like a film, like the other film the other day. I can't remember what film we're talking about. But if it's done right, it could be a very, very interesting concept for a film.
Yeah, I think it kind of had a surreal... It was sort of like Black Swan in terms of that kind of really horrible feeling, the unsettling feeling.
Yeah. Straight from the beginning, when they put the doll's house and
there's
people walking around in it, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I like this already.
Although it could go a little bit silly, because amidst all of that, because that was the unique angle, there was a lot of like jump scares in it, like kids' heads getting smashed off tables.
Yeah, I thought it did kind of look a bit almost paranormal activity at points.
Yes.
And it depends what focus they're going to go for. This is why I say it depends how well they execute this film.
I agree. What did you think, Paul?
Did you see that bit as well, where the guy looked like he was scanning the room?
No, I did not.
There was like some lasers down the room, as if he was scanning the room or something. So it's something like technological.
I did not see it.
Yeah. So it could get a bit weird. It does look like one of those films that gets weird. But
I don't know.
It might just be a well-edited trailer.
Yeah. I think we should make a little list, and it should be in one of our films that we might put on later on.
Well, what were the two films, and not that it matters, we said this before, like, from the producers of, it doesn't make a fucking bit of difference.
No.
But what were the two films? It was from the producers of The Witch, which I saw and was fine, and what was the other one?
Split.
Oh, yes. Split. Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good endorsement.
Split was a film that was a bit kind of... I don't know how I feel about that film still. I enjoyed it, but at the same time I didn't, but at the same time I did.
I enjoyed Split, but The Witch was horrible.
Yeah, The Witch wasn't good.
It was rubbish.
Very disappointing. It felt like it could have been so much better.
But then you can't really pin this film against those two, because they're just the producers. They're not going to do anything.
Well, quite.
As Ben said, they probably put about £10 towards
it. They put a tenner in. They bung a tenner in. Yes, that's it.
It's also directed by someone called Ari Aster, who has only ever directed shorts, so we can't really tell much off the back of him either.
Certainly not. Well, I like it. I'll definitely go and see that with you all. That would be quite the treat.
You'll hold hands, because it might be scary.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be terrifying, my boy.
Yes. Shaking in my boots. There's just one more piece of news.
That was done news. We went on to trailers.
There's one more piece of news.
I'm very agitated by the amount of news.
There's one more piece, and it's a very good piece of news.
The real news is going to be on in a second if we carry on like this.
Very good. What's the news?
Funny?
The news?
I liked it. I liked it very much, Adam.
It involved Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, right.
He's going to release a 3D version of The Room.
I know, I saw this nonsense. What is this
You
going
might
on?
as well. He's sold out enough. He might as well just carry on selling out for that.
All he's got, though, is to sell out, so he may as well.
It'll be a play soon, and then, I don't know.
It probably will be a play. But how are they going to, they're going to retrospectively do their 3D, so it's not going to be great. But there'll be things like the ball and the TV smashing, but even that is not, really 3D.
How do you make a film that wasn't shot 3D into a 3D film?
I guess you just layer it. You edit it and you crop certain sections, like the ball being thrown. I guess you then layer it over.
Man. So bad.
It's
going to look terrible. There's going to be 10 balls moving at the same time.
But you can't hold it against this guy, because this is his one shot. Once the disaster artist goes away, which it's already starting to do, the hype's going to die down. Everyone will forget about him.
Yeah.
Unless he writes another film.
He's already made another film. Don't you remember when you guys came over to my flat and we watched the trailer for his next film, which was called Best Friends, and he was driving around the hearse, and he was like a vampire? What the hell?
So bad, man. That's what he wanted to be, wasn't he? He wanted to be a vampire. in the room.
That's true. Yeah.
He got his wish.
Have you guys seen Disaster Artist?
No, not yet.
No,
neither have I.
It was on a very select
soon,
cinemas.
hopefully.
It was kind of a bit like a weird select cinemas. It went into like normal cinemas for like a week, and then it went to special cinemas, and then I don't know what happened.
Special cinemas for special people like Adam.
Yes, just for Adam.
There was a lot of shiny stuff and windows.
Oh yes.
Anyway, should we move on to our
Okay,
new
move
segment?
on. I've two new segments. Two new segments. The first one is called News We Don't Give a Fuck About.
Okay.
I have one piece of news, and it's going to be one piece of news.
I'm not going to lie, that was
hopefully.
half of that segment we just did.
Yeah, but this is the ultimate don't give a fuck about. Are you ready?
Let's hear this.
Passion of the Christ 2 with Jim Caviezel is moving forward.
Well, he's in persons of interest, don't diss, but yeah, I don't give a shit.
Passion of the Christ 2. Really?
Is it like, are they making the story up, or is it biblical?
I don't know.
Same thing, I suppose.
Is it about after he's dead and he comes back out of the rock?
I thought that already happened.
I didn't see Passion of the Christ. I can't be bothered with that shit.
Actually, Passion of the Christ is brilliant in terms of like Mel Gibson.
I thought The Life of
directing.
Brian was better, even though I've never seen it still.
Even though you haven't seen it, yes, but it probably is. But Mel Gibson does a very good job of directing. Is he doing this second Passion of the Christ?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
So it is going to be about Easter. Jesus will roll the boulder back. He'll have a few Easter eggs.
Forget it.
Everyone will come down for a Sunday lunch. Hopefully Jim Caviezel will be hit by lightning a few more times.
Oh, we hope so.
Oh, yes.
Wait, is Jim Caviezel the guy who is in Persons of Interest, Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
You're gonna love him as Jesus the second time. The second coming, as they call it.
Is that what they're calling the movie? Jesus the Second Coming?
Probably.
Fucking hell. Isn't that a South Park movie? Jesus. But actually, I'd like to see what Mel Gibson directs, so I'll go with it.
Is he going to do Braveheart 2 as well?
From Beyond the Grave.
Hacksaw Ridge 2 and
Dead
these
Heart.
films that really don't need another thing.
Rubbish.
Laxaw Bridge.
Of course. Of course.
Drawbridge, I don't know.
Yes. Very good.
Anyway, any more news we don't give a shit about?
No, that's it. That's all I had.
Should we move on to the new segment, number 2? That
Yes.
people actually might give a shit about and stop us watching.
Yes. The new segment. Basically, I have a film calendar, and every day it gives me a lovely question about films, and I send the question to Ben and Adam, and we've got a little tally of who gets what right. So we thought we'd just integrate this in to the podcast.
And at the moment, me and Adam are tied.
Yeah, you're actually tying at the moment.
And
so it's
Paul's only
beautiful
1 point behind us of questions we don't actually get right because they're shit
Yes.
questions. Like, who
Yes,
wore
that's
big
right.
pants? Fucking, that was bollocks.
I'm sure that wasn't a question. Who wore big pants? But
Oh, no,
anyway.
if we're going to need bigger pants or something, fuck it.
Yeah.
Bridget Jones's baby.
So basically, if me and Adam don't get the question right, the point goes to Paul.
Yes, that's exactly right, Ben.
We're going to say our name and then the answer, like Adam.
Yeah, like University Challenge.
Yes. This is a long one, so you can actually buzz in halfway through.
Come on,
Should we
hit
say
me.
our name there,
Okay,
just to clarify?
it's called Who Am I? Yes, say your name.
Right.
It's called Who Am I? Here we go.
Who are you?
Shut up.
That's really the music to the
He's doing the
segment.
CSI theme song.
I was born in 1971 in the US to a mother with Cajun ancestry who encouraged me to get involved in the arts. I made my film debut in the 1995 movie How to Make an American Quilt and went on to star in Panic Room, Alexander, Lonely Hearts and Suicide Squad.
Jared Leto.
You got it.
Boom.
You didn't say his name.
Since when did we have to
It's
say the
fine.
names?
I
It's
just
fine.
said before.
It's
Oh,
fine.
Adam, you were
Adam,
not getting ready to say your name.
Jared Leto.
Well, Adam, you didn't shout your name, so you wouldn't have got
I
it
said
anyway.
Adam and then Jared Leto.
No,
So I
you
get the
already
point.
jumped the
Ben
gun.
jumped in. Ben jumped the gun. I was going to say that.
You would have said
I'm
your
afraid
name.
not. You would have said Jodie
your name.
Whittaker.
I was thinking Jodie Foster for a second. Then
Jodie Foster, that's what I meant, yeah. Jodie Whittaker. I'm glad I didn't say that then. I'm so sorry.
Well done.
I've taken the lead for the first time since we've been
Yes.
playing this game.
He could get it back though because we have one
Yes.
more question.
Well, I was on holiday for about 3 of the days, so that's like.
Mate, you had the same... So you even on holidays, you answered before me and got points.
Yeah, but it depends if I was busy or not.
There's no holiday when it comes to film, my boy.
Okay, let's move on.
Fingers on voice box. Tell me from which film this quote is. Yesterday, a wizard entered New York with a case full of magical creatures.
Adam and its
Unfortunately-
Fantastic Beasts.
Oh, he got it so
he got
quick.
it. He got it. Well done.
Adam,
You're back.
well done,
You're back
Adam.
to level playing field.
Oh, that's exciting. It stays neck and neck.
Your leave was short-lived, Ben.
I know, but I had it just for that beautiful moment. I was infinite, mate.
Anyway, should we move on to the actual segment now?
Yeah, we better.
Yes.
Spoiler alerts. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Lovely alarm there, Adam.
Very nice alarm. 3 weeks ago, I went to see 3 Billboards, and I told you, boys, come on, please go and watch it. We need to talk about this thing. And now you've both finally seen it. Adam, you saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me, what do you think?
I loved it. It's brilliant.
Good.
I thought it was like an emotional roller coaster.
Well, steady on.
There was a great character development within the characters.
Oh, great.
It was. I honestly think it's one of the best scripts I've seen in a while. Like, just not even like take away all the acting, just the actual storyline, like from start to finish. It's like the whole time you're like feeling sorry for one character, and you're like, oh, you hate this guy, and then something happens, and it's just like, oh shit, now look, it's all swung round, and then people are hating on her, and it's like, well, she hasn't done anything. And then her friends come along, and they're like, oh, look, we love you now, and especially Sam Rockwell, brilliant as well.
Yep.
It's the Sam Rockwell show. The whole film is a Sam Rockwell show.
I don't know. I think it's all of them.
You know what? He's the person I most cared about in the film.
Woody Harrelson is just like, that's why we love Woody Harrelson. That character there was just brought faith back to Woody Harrelson. It didn't do anything groundbreaking, but yeah, the rest of them.
It was all right.
What, you thought it was only all right?
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh, really? Okay, so you're not that big a fan
I
of
thought
it?
it was brilliant. I got very invested in the whole film.
Yeah, as did I.
I enjoyed it. There was just something missing. I enjoyed the personalities of the characters. That was quite fun.
Yeah.
Didn't really care much about the story.
Really?
Yeah. There was something about it that I think there was something missing.
Can we just address something before I forget about it? The deer. Did it look CGI to you?
No, I think it was just clear cut. It was shot very crystal clear.
I watched it and I was thinking, is that deer CGI? And I had to look it up when I got out, but it wasn't. The deer's owned by a singer-songwriter. I don't know what the guy's name is, but yeah.
The deer was owned by a singer-songwriter.
Like Ben Wilson.
Why do you know that?
Because I looked it up.
On Wikipedia, Ben, don't you know?
For fuck's sake, give me like
Wikipedia,
5 minutes.
He loves
Carry
it.
on with the podcast and I'll tell you at the end.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying, Paul. I get your thing about the story felt like it was lacking a little something, but I kind of think that was intentional because, like, I think another film would have really made the emotional heart of it all about her missing daughter, where actually the emotional heart of it was Woody Harrelson and Sam Rockwell.
It was the whole character of Sam Rockwell's character. That was the whole thing. It's like him going from, like, as soon as he got that message from Woody Harrelson, it was like, that's it. Like, he was a changed man, and then the guilt that she had of like burning him in the building, and suddenly like the guy who's actually helping you now when he fell out with the thing, it was like he's actually trying to do you good here.
I don't think she really had guilt for setting him on fire.
No.
Yeah, I think she did. I don't think she wanted anyone to be in there. That's why she was ringing it up, making sure no one was there. She didn't want to hurt anyone. She wanted to spread a message.
She was shocked, but at the end she was laughing because he knew she set him on fire.
Yeah, but she felt bad to say it.
And she also thought he was the one who set the billboards on fire when he wasn't. It was a husband.
Husband, yes.
Anyway, back to the deer quickly. The deer scene... Wait. Oh, sorry, I'm going to give you the information about the deer.
Go on, tell me about the deer. I got to know, brother. Tell me.
We gots to know.
The deer scene was filmed with Becca, the white-tailed deer in western Northern Carolina.
Fantastic.
Becca's trainer / caretaker is an award-winning singer-songwriter Ben Wilson. I don't know what he's done, but yeah. Anyway, you can all sleep happy at night tonight.
See, listeners, this is why you subscribe to this podcast, because this is where you get the real shit.
It's beautiful thing.
Okay,
beautiful
quick question.
fact.
Can we address the end of the film now?
Why not?
We can address whatever
What did you think
want,
of the ending?
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, it ended too early.
I liked it.
Oh, well, you
I really liked
surprises.
it because it felt like whatever you saw those characters as throughout the whole film, whatever your interpretation of those characters was how you interpreted the ending. Whether you thought, if you'd see her as someone who wanted outright revenge,
yeah,
or just to kill anyone, or if you thought someone who she just wants to get the correct person.
Right, you know they're not. You know that they weren't going to go and kill whoever that was.
I think she would have done, because I think deep down inside, she would have seen the guy there was a guy from the shop. She would have seen him and she'd be like, yo, you came and fucked with me the other day. There's obviously something strange going on here. Bam, in the head with a shotgun.
See, these sorts of questions are why I liked the film so much, because it was all about moral choices and what makes a bad person. So see, that guy came into the shop and was a dickhead, yes, right? Are you listening to me?
He was acting strange. That's why I think she would have been pissed off.
It was all a bit too convenient.
I know, but see, all this bad stuff that people were doing, it didn't actually make any of them a terrible person completely. And also, you don't know what that guy did.
That was a bit over the top.
Yeah. But see, the Sam Rockwell character was very fascinating because, like you say, you love him by the end, kind of. You really like him.
You sympathise with him because you know he's trying hard.
But this is why the film, a lot of people are criticising it, and I don't agree with it, but a lot of people are criticising it because they're saying that it glorifies a racist, because it makes you, not glorifies, but it makes you identify with a racist.
You turn yourself around.
Ah, I know, but see, it's still a hot topic. It's a hot topic.
I loved him for the whole film.
I thought he was brilliant. And I thought she was brilliant as well. Her actual character was just... Like, the way she went into those splits bits of humour, and it's like, when she flipped Rice Krispies up his face and was like talking to her slippers, it was quite funny. And it was like...
I was very annoyed when she talked to her slippers. I hated that.
Yeah, but it was like little things like that. They just kind of like... When was it? When she walked into the police station? That was all quite... And she was just dropping bits. It was quite funny.
Yeah.
The whole film, it was just like very nice. And it's what people... The way people talk to you in that is the way people talk in real life in some ways.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't...
But see...
Like the whole kind of Game of Thrones sometimes, where they talk, it doesn't come across well on TV because you don't expect people to talk like that, but it's how people talk in real life.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's a very quirky film.
I wouldn't say it's quirky.
It was very Coen Brothers, but not as good as a Coen Brothers film.
I don't know. I thought it was very good.
I don't know. Yeah,
I can see, because as soon as his name popped up at the beginning, I was like, I recognise that name, and then it just dropped to me that he did In Bruges, because I remember you told me the other day.
And Seven Psychopaths.
I don't remember Seven Psychopaths too much, but I've watched it, and but it was like the ending of In Bruges as well. It's like, is he dead in the ambulance? Well, it's not as open-ended as that, but
yeah.
Still
In Bruges is the best of the three movies.
100%.
Okay.
But that's not to say that Three Billboards is not great, because I really think it was.
I think it was a great film. When I was watching the film, I was like, would I watch this film again? Like, if it came out on Blu-ray, would I buy it? And I'm still quite unsure on that answer. We're In Bruges. I've watched In Bruges like 5 times, and I love it.
To be honest with you, I haven't bought a Blu-ray in ages of a film I saw in the cinema. Listen, can we just go back to the Sam Rockwell character?
Yes.
Because he is the heart of this thing, really. Even though it's like Frances McDormand's character is like the female lead that's driving it and everything, and she puts in a good performance. But Sam Rockwell's character is the most interesting because
it's where the development happens.
It is where the development, and it's not even that, mate. It's not even that, because he does and he doesn't develop, because he is a racist, right? And he doesn't stop being a racist because he doesn't do anything that stops him being a racist, right? And that's why this film is good, because it's not like he used to be a racist, now he's reformed. This isn't like Ed Norton in American History X, where he's reformed and now you like him.
True,
he's still a racist at the end. That hasn't changed, but you like him. And I said this to Jenny when we came out, it's like, well, just because you are one bad thing doesn't make you a bad thing in the rest of your life. So for him, just because he was a racist, and that's terrible, it didn't mean that he didn't want a fucking murdering rapist to be locked up.
Yeah.
You can still be a racist and want that. Like, you can be a paedophile and care about animals. You can be a murderer but still want kids to have a good education. It doesn't change anything like that. And that's what I thought was fucking interesting, because all of them were a little bit corrupt and twisted. All of them were doing things that weren't right, but they were all still decent people in a weird way. And also, you kind of got Sam Rockwell. You understood why Sam Rockwell was the way he was, because of he was living with Mac's mum, who was just playing
that was
Mac's
the best
mum.
character in the film.
She was.
When I saw it, I was like, yes, this is a great film, best film ever. Her with a little turtle.
It was just Mac's mum, wasn't it? She was the same character.
She was like just sitting there smoking, like. Reh, reh.
I know.
So she actually did some more. They actually gave her like an actual character more than just beating up Charlie's mum.
I feel like this is the kind of film that I need to watch again very soon, and just to knowing kind of how it goes, and just to get immersed in it again, because I feel like it's one of those films that is more of like a feeling to experience.
I still think if you watched it again, even though you know the way his character turns out, you'd still hate him at the beginning. It's like if you watch American History X.
Yeah, but I never hated him at the beginning.
Really? We didn't like him. He was meant to be. He was meant to be the enemy. He wasn't.
Nah, I never got him as the enemy. He's just.
He obviously is the
I thought he had raped and killed her at first.
Yeah, I was thinking that plot twist, like, oh shit, because he was
but
so.
Paul loves a raping, murdering racist.
I love a rapist
so, you know.
and a murderer.
The way Woody Harrelson went out as well, that was quite nice. Like then the whole like.
It was nicely done.
Yeah.
And the letters that he wrote to all of them was great.
Because it all kind of foreshadowed something happening in the film.
Yeah, it changed everything. And what he did was he just showed his humanity to all of them. You know, like what he did with his wife, like that was like amazing. It's like, I'm going to go out on my own terms. I'm going to pick my last day.
Like have the best night ever, nice and then suddenly.
Oh man!
And I think she knew that deep down inside that it wasn't her, because that was the reason he killed himself. It's because she would have been a lot more pissed off. She just wouldn't have walked in and just given her a letter, and she wouldn't even give her the letter.
I know. I did. Okay, sorry. Are you criticising that bit?
No, I'm not. I'm saying like, even though she didn't like her. She didn't like hate her. That's the thing. Like when people coming in along hating her because they thought it was.
Yeah. Oh mate, what about that moment when you really think Sam Rockwell has caught the guy, and then it comes back? The tests come back, and they're like, "That's not the guy."
Nah, I knew.
It's so disappointing.
I knew it.
Did you know that was going to happen?
Yeah, it's a bit obvious.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at this guy. There's no pleasing this guy.
Can I just tell you? No. Do you know why it's so obvious? Because it's like it was so set up. The whole thing. It was like he's sitting in a bar. It's the same guy as before who was harassing her, who's trying to make us think that that's the guy, and he's sitting behind randomly talking about this thing that he did to this woman. Who would just do that to randomly in a pub in front of other people sitting around him, and not think, oh, they're gonna call the police?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if anything happened right in the film, but I think they might have still debated on whether to make him the guy or that ending. And I'm quite glad they actually did choose that ending.
All right, hang on. Let's just talk about this this Sam Rockwell thing a little bit more, okay? Because I think this is the most interesting part, right? We all like his character in it, yeah?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
So let's establish some things about this character, yeah? Okay.
Yes.
He's a racist, yeah? So he's tortured black people, yeah?
Yes.
I liked his character to watch in the film, not actually like him as a person.
Right.
Yeah.
He punches. He throws a guy out of a second, third floor window for no reason. The guy's not a bad guy, only that he allowed some billboards to go up. So he threw him out the window, almost killed the guy. He then punches the female assistant in that office, punches her hard in the face.
He did. I forgot about that.
Yeah, remember that? Right? He does all these terrible things, and yet you like him. And that's why this film's fucking amazing. Because it's not like Sopranos where your main character's a bad guy, you're forced to identify with him, and you got to like him regardless of what he does. This guy is, in any other film, Sam Rockwell's character would be the piece of shit that you hate. But in this film, you don't.
You
and
do hate him,
why is it?
Because I think, I don't know, you kind of see through the character, you know there is good within him, he's just caught up in the wrong. That's why I think you could identify towards the end.
Yeah, I loved him because you could see he was just a fool. He was always getting stuff wrong. He's just always making a fool out of himself. And you've got to love that kind of character. Even though he's an idiot.
He just needs being shown his way in life, like a bit more.
Yeah, he's just lost. He's just lost. He's just lost his way in life. And it's bred into him from his mum, you found that out. But I still liked him at the beginning because he was that blubbering idiot who's almost falling off his chair.
No, you liked him at the beginning because he was a good character. You didn't like him as an actual person, but you liked him because he was a good character, I think.
Yes, I think what Adam says is right. You like his
character in the film. You don't actually like him as a person. That's what I was just saying. It's like you don't actually like him as a person. You might do towards the end of it, but you like his character in the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I kind of do like him as well.
But it's because it's Sam
Rockwell.
Do you know why?
Yeah, I think it's because it's Sam Rockwell.
I know he's so likable. I like him.
I hope he wins an Oscar for that though.
Who's he going up against? Supporting actor.
Supporting actor. I don't know who's in the supporting actor. Is he supporting? Who's leading actor then?
I don't think there is a leading actor in that film.
Woody Harrelson.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, Frances McDormand. Yeah, leading actress.
Yeah.
Yeah, leading actress. Yeah.
And she. I mean, I haven't seen those other things. Before I saw it, they played the trailer for Lady Bird, which everyone's raving about. I hated the look of that trailer. I hated it so much.
It looked very boring.
Oh, ridiculously boring.
Never saw it.
Woody Harrelson's been nominated for Best Performance. Oh, he's up for... They're both up for Best Performance with an actor in a supporting role. So they're against each other.
Sam Rockwell's better than Woody Harrelson in it. Woody Harrelson's great, but Sam Rockwell should take that.
Woody Harrelson would only win it out of, like, a sympathy for him for his career.
Probably neither of them will win it.
Who are they against?
Well, Willem Dafoe won the Golden Globe, didn't he? Or was that leading actor? Willem's in the leading actress thing. That would be such a smack in the face. What did we think of Tyrion's little performance in it?
Oh yeah, it was a bit underused, but at the same time, I quite liked him.
I thought it was a little shoehorned in.
Yeah, I think that as well.
They didn't need to put him in.
No. Yeah, but he also had the midget in Bruges as well. Not midget, small person, the wolf, where you want to call him for being politically correct. But yeah, I thought it was a bit. Yeah, it was a bit made the film a bit dark. It was a bit like he's being a bully here for no reason. Yeah, well, it was like his character.
Is that the correct term?
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for articulating what I was thinking.
That's why I corrected myself afterwards. I do not hate people, but yeah, I did correct myself afterwards.
Yeah, I definitely think it was shoehorned in as well. And it was like they were using it to play another joke that he's a small person and she's going on a date with him, and that was it.
Yeah, it was kind of a bit unnecessary.
It was.
Anyway, do you want to know the other people being up for awards? Sorry.
Only up against Sam Rockwell and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. We don't need. So in the best supporting actor, it is Sam Rockwell, Woody Harrelson, and then you got Christian Plummer for All the Money in the World, Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project, and Richard Jenkins for The Shape of Water. And I haven't seen any of those other performances.
Paul's seen Shape of Water.
I haven't.
Oh, I thought you'd seen it and said it was like the best film you'd seen in ages.
No, I said I wanted to see it.
Oh. I didn't like the look of that trailer.
Yeah, it looks a bit very Oscar-y.
It looks sweet.
They showed that and Lady Bird. It looked too Pan's Labyrinth for me.
Well, it is by Guillermo.
I'm not sure that I like Guillermo del Toro. I don't think I've seen a damn film of his that I cared about, apart from Kronos.
Yeah, he's probably a bit hyped now.
Yes.
It's just all come from Pan's Labyrinth.
Anyway, I think that with that lineup, I haven't seen Florida Project, but I've heard good things about Willem Dafoe. But then Sam Rockwell's got a good shout.
I think Sam Rockwell.
I think he has.
Christopher Plummer won't win it.
No.
Do you know that? What's his name? Martin McDonald. Is it Martin who wrote this? Who did this film? McDonald. Yeah. He won all the awards at the Golden Globe for Best Director and stuff, but he's not nominated for an Oscar.
See, the Oscars don't know what they're talking about.
I haven't seen any other films, so I don't know what directing is, but yeah.
Anyway, I'm very happy for Frances McDormand, because I hadn't seen her in anything since Fargo, and then she popped up in
She is just the lady from Fargo to me, to be honest.
And she's married to...
She was in Burn After Reading.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Burn After Reading, yeah.
And that was amazing.
Yeah, I liked that. I did like it. I saw it on a plane. Anyway, that was all 3 billboards, I think. Very good. The Sam Rockwell thing is the talking point, and people will continue to talk about it, I think.
Yeah.
That's a performance, you would talk about for a while.
Yes.
That's what I was saying at the beginning. It's a Sam Rockwell show.
Oh. Big head.
What did I say?
Sorry, Mr. Hipster.
He likes a rapist, racist killer. That's Paul to a T.
I love him.
What film are we seeing next then?
Well, you two want to see Black Panther, which I'll go and see grudgingly.
And that is what we're going to see.
After we see Black Panther, then we can watch a proper
film. What about
film.
Den of Thieves? Let's go see Den of Thieves.
No,
we know we're dropping out. It's too much like Grand Theft Auto.
We're dropping that right out.
Yeah, where's your Grand Theft Auto reference this week?
I'm about to make it. Can we talk about the things that we've watched over the last few weeks since we all got
haven't watched much, so I watched It.
Yeah, so did I. Let's talk about It for a minute. We were both saying last time we were going to watch it.
Yeah, okay. I can't remember if we said we watched it or we were going to watch it, but yeah, I watched it.
What did you think of it, Adam?
I loved it. It was
good
fun.
Huge
I don't
fan
think I've seen a horror. I don't think I've seen a film like it for a while. Like, it was a horror, but it was really good as well. Like, proper, like, it was very tense. It was
very good. It was very tense. It was scary, which I haven't seen a horror film in ages that was actually scary in parts.
Yeah, it was kind of like shit your pants on the edge of your seat.
The 2 big moments for me that were really scary in it were where even though it's in the trailer, it was still effective in the film, was when the projector was flicking through all the pictures of Pennywise. That's very scary, and then like it stops and falls on the floor, and then again it starts flicking, and then he bursts through the wall, the giant version. That should have been silly, but
I did like him coming out the fridge.
The fridge? I don't remember this.
And he's all twisted.
In the house. And he like,
yeah.
Brilliant.
What he like trained with gymnasts so that he could actually twist and contort his body to do that.
That's great.
Mad thing.
And there was another very scary moment with him, and I can't remember what it was.
It's a part where he got a thing through his head and then he came back. That was quite weird. How are you actually meant to kill him, by the way? He don't seem to die.
Because he's an embodiment of your fears.
Yeah, so you can't fear him.
And it's very interesting because obviously in the book is split. So while you're reading about them as kids, you're also reading about them as adults, because the whole setup is they return as adults to town to tackle it, and they only remember it bit by bit. But I heard that all the kids from the original It, like the Tim Curry It, are going to return to be the adult versions, and that would be super cool, wouldn't it?
That would be.
Or it'd be cool if they waited 27 years and used
it. Has been 27 years. It's been 27 years for those kids from the first It.
Are they all still alive? Are they all not gone off the rails?
Well, I don't know.
Culkin, all of that kind of shit. Kid actors, they're not the best thing to rely on, are they?
I know. See,
they're all drug addicts.
Yeah,
almost certainly.
Yes.
And I would just tell you very quickly, I haven't watched any other new films, but I rewatched Carlito's Way because I love it very much.
I do love Carlito's Way.
It's still fantastic.
Here comes the pain!
I'll reload it! And I watched Anvil. Have either of you seen Anvil? Documentary?
No, I haven't. About the rock stars.
Yeah, such a good documentary, man.
Yeah.
It's really good, really good. It feels like Spinal Tap because it feels like, well, this can't be real, but it is. They're real. Canadian band. It's so good. I highly recommend that for you. And also, one last one I wanted to say. Last time I spoke about a football film. I'm going to talk about a football film again, but this time, Paul, I think you'll very much enjoy.
Right.
It's called The Damned United. Have you seen it, Adam?
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen that.
It's a good film, right?
Martin.
Yes.
Martin Sheen. I think you will like it, Paul. I really think you'll like it, because it doesn't matter if you're a football fan. It's the kind of film that's like, it doesn't matter what the topic is.
Like if you watch Moneyball and you don't like baseball.
Well, yeah, exactly.
No, but no one's going to watch Moneyball.
Moneyball's a good film.
Come on, we're not watching Moneyball. We're not Yankees over here. Anything with Brad Pitt for you, is it?
No, I don't know. Who is it?
The New York Yankees.
Is it the Yankees he does it with? I don't know. I thought it was a little team.
What I mean is, you're not a Yankee. You're not an American.
Oh, a Yank, not a Yankee.
A Yankee? What do you think? Yankee Doodle Dandy? Yankees
is like a baseball team and stuff. The New York Yankees.
Where do you think the Yankees got their name from? Yanks. Yeah. The Yanks.
Yes,
the Yankee.
But
he was a Yankee.
That refers to the team, not the actual people.
Listen to what I'm saying.
It's getting heated in here.
We're going to have a fight out in here.
In Scarface, when he turns up, he says, "My father was a Yankee." You think he means he was a baseball fucking player?
Yeah, but that's, I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's how he got in the country.
Get me so goddamn mad hot at you boys, I can barely talk.
Beautiful. Reservoir Dogs.
What's it from? Thank you.
Right, I watched something as well.
Tell me.
I want to know if you've seen this film, because I highly recommend it. It's not a new film. It's called Deception. Seen it? With Jeffrey Rush.
I've seen Inception. I haven't seen Deception.
This is Deception.
Is it like a spin-off?
No. It's on Netflix, and it is very good. It's about an auctioneer who doesn't like touching things, and he's a bit of a recluse and a bit socially awkward.
What the fuck's this about?
And this is Jeffrey Rush, the character, and he gets a call from this lady who's in an old house whose parents have died, and she basically wants to auction all her furniture off, but she doesn't like going outside, and she lives inside the wall.
What?
She lives inside this wall in this like secret room.
Paul, do you actually want us to watch this film? Because this sounds so weird.
I'm very interested.
Yes, you are. I knew this would interest Ben. And basically, he like builds this relationship with this woman inside this room, and it's got an amazing twist at the end.
Oh boy, I've got to see this now.
You actually spoiled the film because you told me there's a twist.
I've got to see this now.
Wait, Deception? I just googled it and it's got Ewan McGregor.
Can you Google it and spoil it for yourself?
It's got Ewan McGregor and Hugh Jackman in it.
No.
That's the big twist.
I think it's got another name, but Deception is the name on Netflix.
Jeffrey Rush, Deception. Does he say, "You better start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner"?
Yes, that's exactly what he says.
Good. I can't wait.
And then he says,
I look forward to that.
"Because you're in one."
Yes. As he changes into the zombie in Deception. That's a great line. That is a great line. That should go down as one of the top 100 movie lines of all time.
Beautiful. I love that film.
It's very strong. I like that film. The first Pirates of the Caribbean is so strong.
Yeah, it's
the rest
good.
are bad, but that first one is great.
It's true.
I
do really like Bill Nighy though. As what's his name? Davy Jones.
They're all quite good in their own right, but
they're not, Adam. Anyway, that sounds very interesting. I will watch Deception. That sounds good.
Yes, that's my recommendation for the week.
Oh, good. Yes. Adam, what's your recommendation? Oh, you haven't seen anything, you said.
I haven't really seen too much recently.
Well,
have you had your eyes closed?
Yeah.
I've been watching a bit more Mindhunter. I've got a few more episodes to go. Very much enjoy.
Nice. Oh, I'll tell you what I did. It's called The Best Offer as well. That's the other name it's got.
Yes, that's what it's called.
But yeah, I did watch... What did I watch? I started watching Godless. I watched the first episode of Godless last night.
Not really interested.
I don't know how interested I am in it.
I've got to say, just a general comment about TV shows on Netflix at the moment, right? It feels like every week or every 2 weeks Netflix start another TV series, yeah? Which is great when they're good and you start watching them, but you think, fuck, there's going to come a point where there are so many shows on the go, like... It's like, what one do you get invested in? What one's worth it?
This Altered Carbon? Is this the new one that's come out?
Yeah, which they're advertising everywhere.
Yeah. That looks quite good. It seems like a cool concept.
It looks a bit Blade Runner-esque.
There's, I saw the new one they're advertising today, which is called, I'm not sure, but it sort of was set, it's like in an old West town. I think it's called maybe Outlawed or something like that. I don't know. It's new.
They've added 8 Mile on there today, so that's a good start.
I know, but ain't no one watching 8 Mile anymore, boy.
I got my M&M tickets today, so I'm happy.
Did you buy tickets for M&M? You did?
Yeah, yes.
How much? Good for you.
They were nearly £100. So fuck.
Ridiculous. Get down Twickenham and enjoy yourself.
He's doing those Harry Potter spells.
M&M and Yarus.
He's not coming back anytime. I just want to see him. I'll be happy. I
understand. You enjoy it, my boy. You enjoy it.
I regret if I didn't go.
I know, it's true. It's true. And you all you care about is the rap nowadays. Nothing but rap. That's why. What was it?
Brand new rap. I don't mean rappers in a new case.
And the only reason you care about Black Panther so much is because Kendrick's doing the soundtrack, isn't it?
No, I like it. It looks. Have you seen any of the trailers for Black Panther?
No.
There was one trailer I watched in the cinema, and it looks like a very good film.
I don't think Ben should watch any trailers.
Who, me?
Nah, don't watch any. We're just going to put you straight in there.
Yeah, I won't. What I'm very eager to know is who's going to have the last word in this podcast. That's what I like. When I listen back to our podcast afterwards, I like how it seamlessly just ends on someone's line quite naturally.
It's always Paul.
That's the end of the podcast.
He has something to say.
No, it's not. Last week it was.
Who was it?
It was. Yeah, it's Paul last week. Last episode it's Paul.
Yeah, but he can edit it, so he has the last line.
Well, I had the last line in the first one.
Son of a
Paul
bitch.
See, he said it. He's ended it there.
I haven't. I've got a cough.
Anyway, should we wrap it up for this week?
Adam, say the final line of the podcast.
What's the final line, Adam?
Thank you for listening today. Love you all.
We have to do that yet.
Wait,
shut up, Adam. Shut up. We're ending it too soon. We're ending it too soon.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Did you get it all right, Adam? Did you get it all right?
Pinterest. I don't know what else.
We haven't got Pinterest.
What's our Gmail account?
Let's start again.
LinkedIn.
Let's start again. Wait. We haven't got any Pinterest
Bebo,
account.
MySpace.
We haven't got a MySpace account. You can get
Google
to us at
FilmBusters
Pod at Instagram
and Google Plus,
Facebook, and Twitter. No Pinterest.
What's on our FilmBusters pod Instagram? I've not even seen this.
It's just thumbnails.
It's got some lovely naked pictures.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of booty.
How much you want for them?
$5.
Anyway, Paul, do you want to go and do your last little lines on how they can contact us?
Wait, I just want to tell you that people can get in touch with us at filmbusters@outlook.com as well. And we want all your letters, guys. And we want you to send us questions, because we'd love to answer them, won't we?
I know. Be like Harry Potter's begging for one question, not one question.
Yeah.
Please, we'll have made it.
At
FilmBusters Pod, please, guys. What
I long for the day where we can open up a podcast with a question.
Yes,
and we can actually do suggestions, and you can make us watch any film you want us to watch.
Anything,
as long as it's under 3 hours long. Over that, I don't do.
Oh, we're all gonna say one word that describes a film we watched.
All right. Which film? Three Billboards.
3 Billboards.
Okay. Thought-provoking.
Riveting.
Okay.
Oh man, you Louis Theroux over here.
And that's the podcast.
FilmBusters.